Welcome into the Lantern Sports Basketball Preview Show. I'm your host, Casey Smith, and joining me as always is Gabe Burggraf. Both teams, Ohio State ranked number 25 in the AP Top 25. Rutgers on the outside looking in of the AP rankings. Both teams this Thursday looking for their 7th win of the season. Ohio State coming off a dominant 37-point victory that was just 6 points in the second half, but they really turned it on relying on the three. And Rutgers, they're coming off a very impressive win against one of the better teams in the Big Ten, if not the country, in Indiana. What are you looking for in this matchup, Gabe, and what do you want to see from the Buckeyes to open Big Ten play?
Well, I want to see the Buckeyes attack the rim and work kind of inside out. You know, we've seen them struggle against good defensive teams, Duke and San Diego State, their 2 losses. Good defensive teams that have forced them into taking some shots that they might not want to take, harder looks. Zed Key and the bigs inside, getting to the rim is going to be how the offense propels itself past a team like Rutgers, who just beat Indiana pretty well, and they could soon be a top 25 team as well.
Right, they held Indiana to its lowest scoring total in just about 2 years. I think their last lowest scoring total before putting up 48 points was a 44-point performance against Texas 2 years ago. And like you mentioned, getting down low to the bigs, I think they have a little bit of practice coming off that game against Duke where they're facing Filipowski and Ryan Young, 2 of the better sized guys in the country. So I think, kind of like you said, they're really going to have to get down low and really body up a guy like Clifford Amori. He's been a load at 6'11", coming off an honorable All-Big Ten a season ago. He's pacing the Rutgers Scarlet Knights in scoring, and I think that could lead to some kick-out opportunities for a three-point guy like Cam Spencer.
Right, and we talk about it from Ohio State's point of view. Rutgers is the exact same way. If you can get Zed Key maybe in foul trouble, you can get inside, and then you have to dig down and help from the Buckeyes' point of view, and that leaves shooters open. So it's going to be important for Ohio State to be well-balanced defending the paint and defending on the perimeter and not over-committing on the perimeter, because then the driving lanes open up and Rutgers could have some easy layups, some easy opportunities at the rim.
Right, and Chris Holtmann talked about sort of the physical nature of the Big Ten, and Rutgers is no slouch in that department. I mean, in years past, you've had guys like Ron Harper Jr., Geo Baker, really pacing that offense. So I think this will be a really good test, especially for those 4 freshmen to sort of get their feet wet. I asked Chris Holtmann what it would take to sort of balance between leaving them in to get that experience and taking them out to preserve the victory, which he said on his radio show is very important, especially early in the year. And he pointed to their effort. He said he wants to see them have effort and put forth what he continues to reference as a motor. He wants them to play with a high motor and really show that on both offensively and defensively, something I'm really impressed with Roddy Gale.
Yeah, Roddy Gale is a guy who is always going to give that effort. Great defender, and that's the thing you see from him, and you know he's going to provide. It's just adding that offense and just in spurts here and there. If he can provide a spark, there's guys like Tanner Holden and Sean McNeil that can get it going from the paint or from three-point line. But if Roddy Gale can add a little bit of that dynamic slashing to the rim to his game, he could be dangerous against anybody.
Right, and I think really the tail of the tape, Gabe, and this matchup Thursday is going to be Ohio State's offense versus Rutgers' defense. Ohio State, they're 4th in Ken Palm's adjusted offensive efficiency metric, and Rutgers, they're 11th in adjusted defensive efficiency metric according to Ken Palm. And Chris Holtmann said this Thursday at the Schottenstein Center is going to be one of the biggest tests defensively for him. He said the Rutgers Scarlet Knights are going to be one of the best defensive teams Ohio State plays this season. And we'll have all the coverage for you this Thursday from the Schottenstein Center at 7 p.m. This has been the Lantern Sports Preview Show for Gabe Burggraf and myself, Casey Smith. Until next time, take care.